Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. The daddy thing. The daddy thing. Now, I alluded to this in my previous podcast, but the daddy thing. A lot of women out here, a significant amount, have daddy issues. And on a basic level, the dad might not have been in their lives, but it also extends to women whose fathers were there and might never paid enough attention to them. It could have been a father was there, but he might not have given her what she wanted. He might have, taken care of everything, been attentive, but not be what she needed him to be, right? And see what happens, or, at the base, not enough attention. It extends from him not being there to him just being there but not giving her attention or paying attention to her or something like that, right? It's a myriad amount of things, but it just still all amounts to a daddy issue, right? Now, because, I talked about silver foxes, and, I know, of course, some people going to be like, well, yeah, they just got those daddy issues and they looking for that older guy. No. See, here's the thing with the daddy thing. They're not looking for the age. Now, if they happen to run into an older guy who deals with those daddy issues and adjust them, yeah, that's one thing. But a woman could meet a guy the same age, and if he has a certain daddy energy and gives her the attention that she wanted from daddy, she still respond. They could be the same age. Heck, depending on the situation, he could actually be chronologically younger than her, but he has a daddy energy, right? He has a paternal energy, right? Like there's one thing, like when we talk about sexual energy, all of it isn't like that direct carnal energy, right? Some energy is that more paternal or maternal type of energy, right? That's a very key understanding, right? And that anybody could have that. Any male could have that. You get some males, like, here's an example, right? I remember I saw that, I can't remember the exact talk show, but they were talking with this 17-year-old boy on there, right? But because of his situation, I think his father wasn't in the life and his mother was on drugs or something, so she wasn't a good mother figure, but he had a couple younger kids. He didn't have kids. She had a couple younger brothers and sisters, right? So even as a 17-year-old, he was kind of stepping up as a father, right? Father figure to these kids, right? And, came off as that nice guy or something, and, a couple women in the audience say, oh, yeah, he'd be great for a woman and everything. The thing is, they will respond to him. He already has that father energy, that paternal energy. See, the daddy thing is women want that. And indeed, what happens if they don't get it when they're young, they develop a longing for it. Now, a lot of people talk about the whole imprint thing, which let's get the record straight. Rom Wills was the first one to introduce the imprint to this space. I just want to make that clear. I was the first one. The other people got into it, and they don't quite, they have a general understanding of it. I'll leave it at that, right? But understand with the imprint, the real imprint starts with the father. A woman's first imprint is her father. When she reaches a certain age, she wants a man like her father. And psychologists will say this, like men, they want somebody like their mother when they are that age. Right? But of course, they can't marry their father. Men can't marry their mother. But they'll transfer that desire for their father onto the males in their environment. So when a little girl, first she wants her father, and this is a subliminal thing, right? And she might even say it. She thinking, yeah, we'll be together and all of that. But there'll come a point where she realizes she won't. But she'll transfer that desire onto the first boys that she deals with. She'll transfer that desire. Now, sometimes that could be a good thing if the father was actually attentive and a good man and everything. She looks for somebody similar to him. But if he was bad or he didn't do anything, she still looks for somebody similar to him to do the things her father didn't do. What it is a deep longing for that father energy. It's a deep longing, and it is based on her original father. Like, say the father was a player. I mean, he was a straight player, just womanizer, getting all these women, right? The first guy she going to have a longing for. Well, let me extend that. All right, he was a player, but he didn't pay as much attention to her as he needed to. She's going to have a longing for a man who's a player to give her attention. So the first guy she's going to be open to having sex with and will likely get imprinted by are guys with similar energy to her father, but also a similar personality in that he might not be paying as much attention to her. So she'll throw it at him because she's trying to get attention, but really she's trying to solve the issue with her father. And what happens with many women, they don't solve that thing, so they keep that longing. They can keep that longing till the day they die, right? So when they looking for that daddy energy, they really looking for something similar. Now, sometimes it could be like that older guy. Sometimes it could be that guy who just has the energy. Like I said, like I used in that example, you get some young guys who got a more paternal energy. And it's just a natural thing. They the type, they could be teenage fathers and great fathers, Or, they just naturally take care of the females in their lives. That's just natural. They can be protective in all of that. And then the young girl finds that attractive. It's a deep thing. It's a deep thing. That's why, and that's the biggest reason why you will see not just women go for it. Like, they'll go for a certain type of guy. Like, you get some guys that come off. Like, you get some guys who maybe don't come off with that paternal energy, but they'll try to deal with that woman, right? They'll try to deal with that woman, but the woman ain't turned on because she still got that longing for somebody similar to daddy. Indeed, I've talked several times about women, very attractive women getting with like some average looking dudes, and people be like, nah, that don't happen. You don't know the energy there because you don't know what her father looks like, or you don't know the energies that dude, regardless of his physical appearance, might give off the same vibe that her father gave off, right? Gave off the same vibe, so she's attracted to that because deep down, she's first looking for that connection, and then deep down, she wants him to resolve that issue. And here's the thing. If that issue actually gets resolved, then she don't have that longing anymore. She could probably move on to a different type of guy. But that's the daddy thing. It's deeper than just like, the daddy and sex. Give him that daddy D and all of that. Nah, it's just deeper than that. It's that longing. It's that longing. And what you find with a lot of women, there's an issue with their father. And they will keep looking for that energy. Like I say, it's the energy. It's not about the age. It's the energy. They will look for it. That's why certain guys get it. That's why some guys that's why you get some guys and they get a woman and all of a sudden she act like a little girl around him. And I'm going to tell you what. Yeah, they looking for it. They looking for that guy who's not going to abandon her. They looking for that guy. Then you know what? Sometimes they'll look for that daddy type, that daddy energy that'll put them in check. Like a woman might deal with a guy and she might talk trash to him and he might be like, zip it. And she's like real quiet. And as soon as I see that, and I've seen that in some women, I'll say, oh, okay, her father didn't do that because she's looking for that energy. All right. And that's a very key thing. That's the thing with it. Like I said, let me reiterate for yet another time. It ain't about the age. It's about the energy. And that's what a lot of women are going for. All right. So anyway, that's all I have for now. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.